Hip-hop from the very start has disrupted societal norms because the artists never try to fit in. They were willing to push the boundaries of what was talked about because they were not satisfied with the condition of the African American community in American society. And the genre has made a huge impact because of how explicit it is. According to Forbes over 4 years ago, rock is no longer the top genre in terms of overall consumption. Instead, the combined genre of R&B and hip-hop has taken the crown. Because of its popularity, many pieces detailing the problems that African Americans face have become mainstream. Hip-hop has been able to claim space for the Black community by spreading the message of the injustice they face and empowering them. There is a widespread notion that hip-hop songs idealize sex, money, and drugs, and that they are overall a negative influence. Admittedly, that is the case for some artists, but others choose to use their platform to spread much deeper messages and use their music as a form of resistance. One example of this is artist Joey Badass in the song Temptation off his album All American Badass. This song has over 100 million listens on Spotify alone. In it, Joey uses carefully crafted lyrics in a music video to accompany it to give us some insight on what oppression does to the mental state of African Americans. He is using the perspective of a Black man who grew up in an impoverished neighborhood that was treated unjustly his entire life. Being born into cruel circumstances like those would certainly cause a feeling of powerlessness to creep over anyone. This powerlessness may lead many people to hopelessness, and with that comes the temptation to stop fighting, as Joey says in the chorus, "And I really can't take it no more, I've been fighting temptations, my lord." The video even shows a scene where a young Black girl wakes up to the injustice occurring in her community when a peaceful and joyful gathering is forcefully brought to an end by police officers who are supposed to protect these people, not be the ones causing fear. Following this scene, we can see the playful energy that the girl displayed previously get drained as she acts tamer, like she is suppressing her childish spirit and entered the same hopelessness that has plagued the generation before her. Scenes like this of the unseen violence of the police used to be taboo, but because of the raw nature of hip-hop, African Americans have had the opportunity to shed light on these experiences. In this song, Joey has shared his experiences of growing up in a Black community throughout the nation. As Dr. Alexander Crook from Melbourne Conservatorium of Music said, to be able to disrupt that sort of thing is sometimes the point, and sometimes it's not always about doing stuff that is going to please wider society, it's about doing stuff that is actually going to make them pay attention. Joey brings up these topics that make people uncomfortable because in a way it gives power back to the African American community. To be able to make someone uncomfortable through imagery and words inherently means that you have their attention because it wouldn't be able to bother them if they didn't acknowledge you in any way. A direct example of this is the response of All Lives Matter to Black Lives Matter. For hip-hop artists to be as disruptive as they were, only for it to become one of the most accepted genres, gives hope to other African Americans that they can make a change and be accepted into society.